Okay guys, I'm back, and all of my little L-shaped blocks have been glued and dried, and I've been playing around with them to come up with a design because no. You're not going to mess up Mommy's design. I am going to make a trivet. Come on, baby precious. So I'm going to show you what I have eventually come up with. So let me move my camera. Here are all of the L's that I have put in different positions, but you'll notice they're all L's. And I will be gluing them all together, but I am going to be adding in a few plain blocks in order to complete the trivet. So hopefully, if my memory gets this correctly, hopefully I can get this back to the way that it was. I might have to play around with it to remember how I had this. Okay, there we go. I now remember how I put this together. And it's a little off, but I will make sure everything is lined up when I glue it together. But there is my trivet that has not been glued together just yet. And for these little pieces, which is just a cut off piece of the big thing, I used my little saw here in my little cut box to cut those down to size to fit in that little space. So guys, that is what the little L pieces are going to become. So now the next step will be to glue all of these together with some wood glue. Now that is going to take some time, so I'm not going to bore you with gluing all those pieces together, but I'm going to show you, I'm showing you right now what all these pieces are going to be. I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these together with some wood glue, let it dry, and then come back and show you the finished craft project. Okay, so we'll see you in a few. Okay guys, I'm back. Finally. Let me tell you that gluing all of these little L's together and making sure that they were glued well, which means making sure that they were glued and would not come apart, I had to use some wood clamps on a few of the pieces because not all of these little Jenga pieces are made equal. So by using a lot of wood glue and some wood clamps, I finally got the trivet glued together. And on this section here, I originally had a full piece of Jenga going this way, but instead I'd cut a piece down and went this direction. So I've got a shortened piece here and a shortened piece here. I thought it made it more decorative. But I finished it. It is now completely dry. And I have sanded it. And I think it came out beautiful. So, now my next decision will be, do I want to put some little feet on the bottom? You know, maybe 4 little feet to have it raised up off the counter just a little bit. Haven't decided yet. But I'm not going to stain it. I'm not going to paint it or anything. I'm going to leave it natural. And I'm going to show you another project I completed today. This one I didn't do a video on because it's just way too simple. It's just a bunch of these little Jenga blocks glued together. Let me see, how many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did 8 up and 1, 2, 3, 5 across. And I just glued them. I did each of these sections and then I glued them next to each other. Then I sanded it really well. And then I primed it and then gave it a coat of matte white. Then the last thing I did was screw on these little handles to make it into a tray. And I'm thinking of adding on some little feet to that as well. Just some little feet to raise it up off the counter as well. Because I'm thinking I'm going to put this in my guest bathroom. So guys, that's the trivet. Finally done. And then just a quick little side project that really wasn't enough to really do a video on. But just to show you what else you can do with the Jenga blocks. And let me know in the comments, should I put some little feet on the bottom? I'd be interested to hear what your opinion is. So if you're new to my channel, I hope you'll subscribe and hit the bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And as always, love, hugs, and kitty kisses. The cats are playing in the background. See you next time.